I'm just not good with computers, so Mike is clicking away and helping me along, so please bear with me. So if you're all sitting comfortably, I'd like to share the 3 elements of success with you tonight. And you know, sometimes I look back on our business and I think, wow, yeah, we've had a little bit of success in the business, and I really do put it down to a lot of what I'm hopefully going to be sharing with you tonight. But always remember that this is a simple business. So the 3 elements of success, you probably think you've heard all this before, and it is retail, sponsor and coach. I'd like you to write that down on your pad, because these are the foundations. Those 3 elements are in fact the foundations to build your business on. Your business has to be built on a solid rock. This is what we did. We built it solid from the beginning by doing those 3 elements with our people and teaching it on. If your business is built on sand, guys, we all know what's going to happen. It's going to collapse. But you know what's great about the Clean Easy business? You can actually draw a line in the sand today and start again if you think your business isn't going the way that you think you want it to go. Draw a line and start again, and focus on these 3 elements of success to build a solid foundation for which your business can grow on. You see, retail, let's be honest, without it we haven't got a business. Retail is what spins it all round. It's very vital for the company that we all do good retail, so that they can in turn drive the business forward for all of us. Sponsoring, of course, we haven't got a residual income or a bigger business and a bigger check if we don't sponsor. And the coaching part is, of course, to develop and create new leaders and to retain new people that join our business so that duplication will happen. There's no point in recruiting 10 people in a week and not retaining any of them. So it's your coaching skills that you really do need to get good at. Now, these 3 things may look very, very simple to you, but the biggest challenge on retail, sponsoring and coaching is the mindset of most of the people that join your business, because most of the people that join your business are in fact in job mode. 99% of the people that join Clean Easy, I'm sure you'll agree with me, are or have been or come from the job world. And as we know, that when people are in the job world, this is the biggest challenge, and this is the biggest thing that you really do need to concentrate on, that when you bring people into your business, you have got the challenge of shifting them, their mindset, from job mode to business mode. All right? So as we're talking through this, I would like to ask you, as you're reading with me now, where is your mindset? So let's first of all look at the mindset for retailing. And this is a mindset whether you're building just a customer base and you're not sponsoring, or whether you are sponsoring as well. You're going to have to teach your distributors to do this. And the first thing that I'd like you to take on board is that all Clean Easy's turnover comes from customers. Now, that is a very, very powerful statement. Now, if all of the turnover comes from customers, you have to make sure that your people and you yourself have got a very, very good retailing plan, that you're giving people tracks to run on, that you are in fact tracking people to get to the goals, to get to the 10% and to get higher up in the business. Because the next thing I'm going to say is that your team's turnover doesn't come from your team, it comes from your team's customers. So what we do, we teach our people when they join the business to build 1,000 customers. And that can sometimes take some people a year, some people do it in 6 months, depending on their plan and depending on what they want from the business. But what you've got to think of there, guys, if your team's turnover comes from the customers, it's not from your team, it comes from the customers, and you've got 10 people in your team, and you teach those 10 people all to build to 1,000 customers, that's 10,000 customers coming into your business that you've got into your business for your turnover to grow. You do the sums on that. That can be very, very powerful, building just 10 people with 1,000 customers each. So what you have to do then, when you've got 1,000 customers each, you need to teach them to look after their customers and become customer focused. I'll repeat that. Become customer focused and teach that on. So how do we become customer focused? We have to be the best shop in town. This is our business. This is our shop, and you're an entrepreneur. So you have to be the best shop in town. You have to give your customers the best service going. You have to be reliable and do your rounds every 4 weeks if that is your system. And you certainly have to give customer service by walking that extra mile and looking for new customers and looking for referrals. You see, when the new web shop comes in, I think it's going to be so exciting. But remember, the web shop is as well as, not instead of. You're still going to be looking after your customers, but your web shop will open up, I think, a whole new array of opportunities for you to find even more customers. So I think that is so exciting for the future for Clean Easy. I really do. So you've really got to teach your people with a plan, with tracks to run on, to look for 1,000 customers. And then from there, Mike's clicking it here for me. So if I have a little pause here, it's because he's clicking me onto the next slide. Great. So we're still on the mindset for retailing. So what do we have to be? When we're doing it ourselves and when we're teaching it on, we need to get organized. We need to teach people to become quick and slick. Because in the beginning, your distributors won't be quick and slick. It's up to you to teach them. So have they got enough slips? Have they got the records up to date? Have they got the up-to-date catalogue? Is everything ready the night before to be able to just quickly get up in the morning and get on with the plan? So it is all about teaching people to be organised and become quick and slick. And I'm sure you do that at your induction evenings. And then you need to fine-tune your retail operation by making the most of your time. In retailing and in this business, it is all about habits. It's all about the habits that you create in the early days by blanket dropping and becoming customer based, that you can fine-tune your retail operation. And then once you've done that, you can start to increase your retail to increase your income. And if you do that, that will give you more to invest in sponsoring. You see, guys, when we know that people want to start sponsoring, we know that that costs money. And it does to build a business, of course it does, with your ads and the flyers and all the things that you need to build your business. And you can get the money from that by increasing your own personal retail. And it is not forever, it's temporary. Remember this, it's temporary. So if you increase your personal retail, you will have that extra money to be able to invest back into your business, to be able to put more ads in and to just drive your business forward. And because you do that, we teach people to create a retail story to be proud of. And once you've created a retail story to be proud of, that means you're going to have a great check to show. And you know, when you're showing a great check, what does that do? It increases your confidence. And confidence is so important in this business, guys. And people will then follow you. So create a great retail story to be proud of. You know, we always say to people when they first join the business, your first check is the start of your story, so make it a good one. We've had people join this business and actually earn £1,000 in their first 4 weeks just from retailing. I think that's very powerful. Because then you need the mindset of rowing with both oars. You've probably heard this many times, but you know, Many of us do tend not to. Many of us tend to waste far too much time all day retailing because we're not organised, and then we forget about the sponsoring side of the business. So you need to balance your time. We used to be up bright and early to do our retail first thing, so that come the afternoon we were ready, dressed and booted, to get out there and do our appointments and our activity that we needed to drive our business forward. So be very, very aware of rowing with both oars. So let's have a look now at the mindset for the sponsoring side of your business. The first thing that I've got on there is the belief in the business. You have got to believe and get your mindset right that the business works. And all that you've got to do for that, guys, is to look at the track record of this company. Look at the track record of some of the great leaders that have gone before us. And that's all we did, you know, to get our belief. We looked at Jackie and Peter and we looked at their track record. And when they were trying to recruit us into the business, it took them 4 years. I'm sure you all know our story, that it took Peter and Jackie 4 years before we in fact joined the business. And it wasn't until Jackie was earning £7,000 did I really think, wow, we're missing something here. So it wasn't difficult for me to believe that the business worked. For you, you've just got to look around you, and you've just got to look at all the great people in this business that are all earning fantastic incomes and driving their businesses forward. After all, if Mike and I, who are both in our 60s, can do it, so can you. And you know, the next thing is powerful as well. You have to start believing in yourself. And belief in yourself will grow, guys, as you become more confident. The more you do, the more confident you'll get. So it's about doing a lot. But what I used to say to myself in the beginning to get belief in myself, I used to look at people and at lots of meetings, and I used to look at them and I think, you know what? If they can, so can I. If I just do what they do, I can have what they have got. And I always used to say that to myself. And I say that to people now, you know. If you just do what we have done, we worked so hard for the first 3 years in this business to get our business into momentum, to get our check up. And just do what we've done and you will have what we've got, and that will give you the belief in yourself. The next point there is to discipline yourself. And again, you know, this